Hi everyone. So today in this video we will be talking about cloud service models, cloud deployment models, security issues in SaaS, authentication and authorization in SaaS, and security issues in infrastructure as a service, that is IaaS. Let's begin with cloud service models. So cloud computing has three main service models, that is software as service, infrastructure as service, and platform as service. So what is software as service? So software as service allows users to access software applications over the internet without installing or managing them. So the provider manages everything for them, including storage, servers, and updates. One of the example of it can be Google Workspace. Similarly, platform as a service provides developer with a platform to build, test, and deploy applications. What provider manages is they manage infrastructure while developers focus only on creating their applications. One of its example can be Google App Engine. And now talking about infrastructure as service, which provides virtual servers, storage, and networking resources. Customers have to control operating system and application while the provider manages the physical hardware only. Example can be Amazon Web Services. Moving on, let's talk about cloud deployment models. There are 4 deployment models: public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. So what is public cloud? Public cloud are available to the general public and managed by cloud providers. It is cost effective and highly scalable. The second is private cloud, which is dedicated to a single organization. It offers great security and control, making it suitable for business who are handling very sensitive information. The third is hybrid cloud, which combines both public and private cloud. Organizations can store sensitive data in the private cloud while using the public cloud for additional resources whenever needed. Finally, there's community cloud, which is shared by several organizations with similar security or compliances, such as government agencies or healthcare organizations. Moving on, I will discuss the security issues in SaaS. Since data is stored on the provider server, protecting the data is very important. One major issue is data security, where organizations rely on the provider to provide sensitive information for cyber attacks and unauthorized access. Another issue is network security. Since data travels over the internet, encryption methods such as SSL and TLS are used to keep information secure during transmissions. Data locality is also a concern because customers may not know where their data is physically stored. Different countries have different privacy and legal requirements, so data location is very important. Other challenges include data integrity, which ensures data remains accurate and unchanged, data segregation, which prevents one customer's data from being accessed by another in shared cloud environment, and data access, where only authorized users should be able to access specific informations, nobody else. Now, let's look at authorization and authentication. So, authentication is the process of verifying users' identity. It answers the question, who are you? Common methods include username, passwords, multi-factor authentication, fingerprints, and similar kind of stuff. Whereas authorization happens after authentication and determines what the user is allowed to access within that platform. For example, an employee may be able to view customer records while only a manager can edit or delete them. Strong authentication and authorization helps prevent unauthorized access and protect sensitive business data. Finally, let's discuss security issues in IaaS. Although IaaS gives customer greater control over their operating system and applications, it also gives them greater responsibility for security, of course. One major concern is virtualization security, where vulnerabilities in the hypervisor um, could affect multiple virtual machines. Another issue is the deployment model. Public clouds generally have higher security risks than private cloud because resources are shared among many users. These are There are also concerns about physical security, where cloud providers must protect data centers from disasters and unauthorized access. In conclusion, cloud computing offers flexibility, scalability, and cost saving through different services and deployment methods. However, organizations must carefully manage security risks by protecting data, implementing storage, authentication, and authorization, and maintaining secure cloud infrastructure. That was all for today. We'll see you next time.